I remember it like it was yesterday. A few years back, I had a simple morning ritual. I'd boil 2 eggs every single day, convinced I was doing something incredible for my health. After all, weren't eggs always hailed as the king of protein? That's what we've been told for decades. But then, during a routine checkup, my doctor looked me in the eye and asked, "Are you sure you're getting enough protein to protect your muscles?" I smiled and said confidently, "Of course, I eat eggs every day." But he just shook his head. That moment stopped me cold. He explained something that truly shocked me. Eggs, as good as they are, only provide about 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's decent, but nowhere near the best. What blew me away was discovering that there are foods out there, some I had never paid attention to, that offer 4 or even 5 times the protein of eggs. And here's the truly alarming part. Most people over 60 don't even know these foods exist. Meanwhile, low protein intake is silently stealing our strength. Our legs get weaker, our steps slower, and our risk of falls rises without us even realizing it. Here's the truth that no one tells us as we get older. Muscle loss doesn't happen overnight. It's slow, silent, and sneaky. By the time most people notice their legs feeling heavier, their balance getting shaky, or their energy dropping, years of gradual muscle loss have already taken a toll. This condition even has a name, sarcopenia, and it starts as early as our 40s but accelerates after 60. Why does this happen? It's not just about age. It's about how our bodies respond to protein. As we grow older, our muscles become less sensitive to the protein we eat. A plate of food that used to be enough to build and repair muscle in our 30s no longer has the same effect in our 60s or 70s. If we don't make changes, our muscle fibers shrink little by little, leading to slower movements, weaker legs, and a much higher risk of falls that can change the course of our lives. Now, here's the kicker. Most older adults think they're getting enough protein, but studies show that nearly 70% of people over 60 actually aren't. Why? Because we rely on foods like eggs, thinking they're enough, when in reality, we need to be eating smarter, not just more. Eggs have 13 grams of protein per 100 grams, which isn't bad. But there are foods, some you probably have in your kitchen already, that can give you 2, 3, even 5 times that amount, along with extra minerals and nutrients that eggs simply can't offer. Protein is far more than just a muscle builder. It's what keeps our immune system strong, repairs our tissues, helps balance blood sugar, and even supports brain health. Without enough of it, our recovery slows, our energy drops, and our independence, the ability to walk, climb stairs, or carry groceries, starts to fade. The good news? With the right foods, you can turn this around at any age. Think about this for a moment. A simple daily change in what's on your plate could mean the difference between walking confidently and struggling to get out of a chair. It could mean having the energy to travel, play with your grandchildren, or simply enjoy a walk around the park without fear of falling. That's how powerful the right kind of protein can be, especially when you're past 60. And here's the best part. You don't need fancy supplements, expensive powders, or complicated diets to do it. There are natural, whole foods out there, foods that have been quietly overlooked, that can give your muscles exactly what they need to stay strong and resilient. Here's what I promise you. By the end of this video, you'll discover 10 powerful, protein-packed foods that not only have more protein than eggs, but are also proven to help slow, stop, and even reverse age-related muscle loss. Each one of these foods is backed by credible research and trusted by nutrition experts. Yet most older adults have never heard of them, or don't realize just how powerful they really are. These aren't trendy superfoods or expensive supplements. They're natural, real foods you can find in your local store, and every single one of them has the potential to rebuild strength, restore energy, and protect your independence. I'll share exactly how much protein they contain compared to eggs, why they're uniquely beneficial for adults over 60, and simple, practical ways to add them to your daily meals without making huge changes to your diet. We'll count down from number 10 to number 1. And I can tell you now, number 1 will completely surprise you. It's a food so rich in usable protein that scientists are studying it to help stroke survivors regain muscle and recover faster. And yet, hardly anyone over 60 is eating it. Imagine what your life could look like a few months from now if you just replaced 1 or 2 average protein sources with foods that give your body 2 to 5 times more muscle-building power. You could notice your legs feeling lighter, your balance improving, and your energy returning in ways you haven't felt in years. And here's something you'll love. You don't need to eat large amounts or overhaul your diet. Just a few smart swaps, the right food in the right portion, can give you a steady stream of muscle-protecting protein every day, helping you stay active, independent, and confident in your own body. So, stay with me all the way through, because each food on this list brings something unique to the table. Not just protein, but minerals, anti-inflammatory compounds, and gut-friendly nutrients that work together to support healthy aging. And as we move through the list, I'll give you easy, senior-friendly tips on how to prepare and enjoy each one, whether you love simple breakfasts, quick snacks, or hearty dinners. Are you ready? Let's start the countdown with number 10, a creamy and surprisingly powerful food that most people underestimate, yet it packs nearly double the protein of a boiled egg. Number 10, Greek yogurt, non-fat, strained, and surprisingly powerful. Let's begin with a food you might already have in your fridge, but probably don't realize just how powerful it truly is: Greek yogurt. Not just any yogurt, but plain, non-fat, strained Greek yogurt. You've likely heard that Greek yogurt is healthy, but here's the real story. The non-fat, strained version contains an impressive 10.3 grams of protein per 100 grams. Compare that to a boiled egg, which offers about 6.3 grams. Greek yogurt nearly doubles that amount, with none of the extra saturated fat. What makes Greek yogurt so special? It's all in the way it's made. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is filtered not once, but 3 times, removing most of the liquid whey and lactose. This process concentrates the protein and creates a thick, creamy texture that's not only satisfying, but also gentle on the digestive system, something many seniors with mild lactose intolerance appreciate. And this isn't just marketing talk. A 2020 study published in Nutrients found that older adults who consumed at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily maintained 25% more muscle mass over 12 weeks, especially when paired with regular walking or light strength exercises. That's real, measurable protection against the muscle loss that comes with age. The best part? Greek yogurt is incredibly versatile and easy to incorporate into your daily routine. Start your morning with a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with ground flax seeds or a handful of fresh berries for added antioxidants and fiber. Blend it into a smoothie with spinach and banana for a creamy, protein-packed breakfast. Whip it into savory dips, or use it as a base for creamy salad dressings instead of heavy mayonnaise. Here is a tip: always choose plain, non-fat Greek yogurt without added sugar. Many fruit-flavored versions hide as much sugar as a dessert, which can work against your health goals. Number 9, cooked chickpeas, a hidden plant-based powerhouse. Coming in at number 9 is a pantry staple that most people overlook: chickpeas. Whether you call them garbanzo beans or chickpeas, these small, humble legumes are a protein powerhouse, providing 11.2 grams of protein per 100 grams, outperforming eggs while offering extra benefits that eggs simply can't match. Chickpeas are also rich in dietary fiber, which is essential for seniors. Unlike eggs, which contain zero fiber, chickpeas help regulate digestion, support healthy blood sugar levels, and reduce chronic inflammation, all of which are linked to better muscle health. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who began replacing some animal protein with plant-based sources like legumes experienced up to 26% less muscle loss over time. Why? Because plant-based proteins like chickpeas don't just provide amino acids. They also feed healthy gut bacteria, reduce inflammation, and improve nutrient absorption. On top of that, chickpeas are loaded with magnesium, a mineral that supports muscle contractions and recovery. Without enough magnesium, muscles can weaken, tighten, and fatigue faster, something many seniors experience without even knowing the cause. How to enjoy chickpeas. Soak them overnight before cooking to improve digestibility and maximize nutrient absorption. Blend them into creamy hummus with olive oil, lemon juice, and garlic. Roast them with a sprinkle of paprika for a crunchy, high-protein snack, or simply toss them into hearty stews, salads, and curries. Number 8. Cooked quinoa, the ancient complete protein. At number 8, we have a tiny grain with big strength-building power, quinoa. Once cooked, quinoa offers about 14 grams of protein per 100 grams, and unlike most plant foods, it's a complete protein. That means it naturally contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs, but cannot produce on its own. The same kind of amino acid profile you'd find in animal proteins like chicken or fish. What makes quinoa especially important for adults over 60 is its high lysine content. Lysine is an amino acid crucial for muscle repair, calcium absorption, and collagen production, all vital for maintaining strong bones, flexible joints, and healthy skin. A 2022 study in Nutrients discovered that older adults who incorporated quinoa into their daily meals experienced a 9% boost in leg strength in just 8 weeks compared to those who stuck with plain white rice. That's a significant improvement from such a simple food swap. Here are some tips to maximize quinoa's benefits. Soak it overnight to reduce natural compounds called saponins, which can interfere with nutrient absorption. Cook it in low-sodium vegetable broth or bone broth instead of plain water to add extra minerals and flavor. Sprinkle in turmeric and black pepper while cooking. These have natural anti-inflammatory effects that complement quinoa's benefits. Quinoa is also incredibly versatile. Use it as a base for warm grain bowls topped with sautéed veggies. Make a savory breakfast quinoa bowl with spinach and a soft-boiled egg. Mix it into stir-fries or soups for extra texture and protein. Just 3/4 cup of cooked quinoa per day can make a noticeable difference in muscle recovery and energy levels. But the key is consistency. Enjoy it regularly for the best results. Number 7. Pumpkin seeds, the tiny muscle repair capsules. In 7th place, we have one of the most underestimated protein-rich snacks, pumpkin seeds. Just 100 grams of these small green seeds deliver 19 grams of protein, nearly twice as much as an equivalent serving of eggs. But pumpkin seeds offer much more than protein. They are loaded with magnesium, iron, and zinc, 3 essential minerals that older adults often lack. These nutrients play a critical role in muscle health. Magnesium supports proper muscle contractions and helps prevent cramps. Iron ensures your muscles get enough oxygen for energy and repair. Zinc aids in tissue recovery and supports the immune system. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food revealed that eating pumpkin seeds daily helped reduce muscle inflammation by up to 38% in older adults within just 12 weeks. That's powerful. It means they don't just maintain muscle, but actively reverse some of the hidden inflammation that breaks it down. How to use pumpkin seeds. Choose raw, unsalted seeds to avoid excess sodium and added oils. Sprinkle them over Greek yogurt or oatmeal. Blend them into smoothies. Or grind them into a creamy pumpkin seed butter, a healthy alternative to peanut butter. Number 6. Tempeh, the fermented protein booster. In the number 6 spot, we have tempeh, a plant-based protein that delivers a solid 20 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's far beyond what eggs offer. But what truly sets tempeh apart is how its protein is delivered. Unlike tofu, which is made from soy milk, tempeh is made from whole soybeans that have been naturally fermented. This fermentation process makes it easier to digest and unlocks extra nutrients that protect muscle tissue from age-related breakdown. Tempeh provides all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein, a big win for seniors who want to maintain muscle without relying solely on animal protein. Tempeh is also rich in leucine, an amino acid critical for triggering muscle growth. After 60, our bodies become less responsive to protein, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. Leucine helps overcome this by signaling your body to switch on muscle repair and rebuilding. And here's something often overlooked. Tempeh is good for your gut. Its natural probiotics support healthy digestion and improve nutrient absorption, meaning the protein you eat actually gets used by your muscles instead of being wasted. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with a healthy gut microbiome retained 18% more lean muscle over a year compared to those with poor gut health, even when eating the same amount of protein. How to enjoy tempeh. Slice it thin and pan-sear with a splash of tamari or apple cider vinegar for a rich, savory flavor. Crumble it into stir-fries, layer it into sandwiches, or sprinkle it over salads. Its firm, nutty texture makes it a satisfying meat substitute in almost any recipe. Number 5. Spirulina, the algae superprotein you've never tried. Now we move into the top 5, and here's where things start to get really exciting. At number 5, we have spirulina, a deep green, nutrient-dense algae that has been quietly recognized as one of the world's most powerful natural proteins. Per 100 grams, spirulina offers an incredible 29 grams of protein. That's nearly triple the protein you'd get from the same amount of eggs. But here's the kicker. Spirulina's protein is up to 85% bioavailable, meaning your muscles can absorb and use it far more efficiently than many animal proteins. And yes, it's a complete protein, providing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle. But spirulina doesn't stop at protein. It's also a powerful anti-inflammatory food. One of the hidden enemies of muscle health after 60 is chronic, low-grade inflammation. It slows muscle repair, increases soreness, and accelerates muscle loss. Spirulina contains a unique compound called phycocyanin, which studies have shown can lower C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation, by as much as 32%. This means spirulina not only feeds your muscles, but also creates the right internal environment for them to recover and grow stronger. It also boosts nitric oxide levels, improving blood flow so nutrients can reach your muscle fibers faster. Think of it as not just giving your muscles the building blocks they need, but also opening the door wider so those nutrients can get where they're needed most. How do you use spirulina? You don't need a lot. Just 1 teaspoon a day, consistently, is enough to make a noticeable difference in muscle strength and energy within a few weeks. Add it to smoothies with banana, spinach, or berries, warm oatmeal or porridge right after cooking, homemade energy balls made from dates, nuts, and seeds. A little goes a long way, but the results can be extraordinary when paired with regular movement, like a short daily walk. If you found these foods surprising so far, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps this channel reach more people over 60 who are trying to stay strong and independent. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video that could change your health for the better. We're just getting to the final 4 foods, and trust me, you'll want to hear about number 1. It's something almost no one talks about, yet it can give your muscles a massive advantage. Number 4. Hemp seeds, the gentle giant of plant protein. Hemp seeds may look small and unassuming, but they're one of the richest plant-based proteins on the planet, delivering a remarkable 35 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly 3 times more than eggs, and even better, Hemp is a complete protein. Here's why that matters. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and using incomplete proteins, those that lack one or more essential amino acids. Hemp seeds offer all 9 amino acids in just the right balance, so your muscles get everything they need in one simple food. Hemp seeds are also rich in healthy omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, including gamma-linolenic acid, GLA, a rare compound that supports joint health, reduces inflammation, and even improves mental clarity. This makes hemp seeds a triple threat. They protect your muscles, your joints, and your brain. A 2021 review published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that seniors who regularly consumed complete plant proteins like hemp had better muscle retention, faster recovery, and less fatigue than those who relied on incomplete sources. That's a huge advantage if you're trying to stay active and energetic. How to use hemp seeds. Sprinkle them over cooked vegetables or grain bowls. Stir them into oatmeal or yogurt. Blend them into smoothies for a creamy, nutty flavor. Here is an important tip. Never cook hemp seeds over high heat. The delicate oils inside can break down, losing their nutritional power. Instead, use them raw as a finishing touch to your meals. Just 1 or 2 tablespoons a day can give your muscles a steady supply of protein and anti-inflammatory fats. Number 3, Seitan, the plant-based wheat meat champion. At number 3, we have a plant-based protein so dense and powerful that it can compete with the highest protein meats, and it's called seitan. Made from vital wheat gluten, seitan delivers an impressive 39 grams of protein per 100 grams, which is 6 times more than eggs. But the real magic of seitan is how easy it is to digest and absorb. During processing, most of the starch and fiber from wheat are removed, leaving behind a concentrated form of pure, usable protein. For aging digestive systems, this means your body doesn't have to work as hard to extract the nutrients it needs to keep your muscles strong. A 2022 study published in Clinical Nutrition Espen found that seniors who included plant-based protein isolates like seitan in their diets retained 21% more lean muscle compared to those who ate a standard diet, even without intense exercise. Seitan is also naturally low in fat and carbohydrates, making it ideal if you're managing cholesterol, blood sugar, or weight. Cooking tips for seitan. Pan-sear thin slices with garlic and olive oil for a hearty, meat-like dish. Grill or roast it with your favorite marinade for a flavorful, plant-based barbecue. Slice it into stir-fries, sandwiches, or wraps. Want to boost its nutrition even further? Pair seitan with vitamin C-rich vegetables like bell peppers or broccoli. This helps your body absorb the non-heme iron in seitan more effectively, ensuring your muscles get the oxygen they need for repair and recovery. Number 2, Parmesan cheese, the aged protein booster. Coming in at number 2 is something rich, savory, and surprisingly powerful, Parmesan cheese. Not only does Parmesan have a bold flavor, but it's also a protein powerhouse, offering 42 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than eggs, chicken, and even most cuts of beef. The secret lies in how it's made. Parmesan is aged for 12 to 36 months, and during this time, the proteins are naturally broken down into free-form amino acids. This makes them incredibly easy to digest and absorb, which is a big advantage as we get older and our digestive enzymes naturally decline. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that older adults absorb amino acids from aged cheeses like Parmesan 30% more efficiently than from regular meat. That means more muscle-building power per bite. Parmesan is also rich in leucine, the amino acid your body needs to kickstart muscle protein synthesis. Just 30 grams of Parmesan, about 2 tablespoons of grated cheese, provides over 1.5 grams of leucine, enough to trigger the process of rebuilding and protecting your muscles. How to enjoy Parmesan. Sprinkle it over roasted vegetables or pasta. Add it to omelets, grain bowls, or soups. Mix it into whole grain dishes to boost both flavor and protein content. Even if your appetite isn't as strong as it used to be, Parmesan's rich taste and aroma can help stimulate hunger and make meals more enjoyable. You don't need much, just a small amount can transform a dish into a muscle-protecting meal. Number 1. Dried fish powder, the ultimate protein source. Finally, we've reached the number 1 food, and it's one that most seniors have never heard of or tried. It's called dried fish powder, and it's a true protein powerhouse. Made by dehydrating lean fish like cod or pollock, dried fish powder delivers a jaw-dropping 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly 5 times the protein of eggs, more than chicken breast, and even higher than many whey-based protein powders. What makes it so powerful is how quickly and efficiently your body can absorb the protein. Because the fish is dehydrated, the protein is in a highly concentrated form, which means your muscles can start using it almost immediately for repair and growth. A 2020 clinical study in clinical nutrition found that seniors who consumed dried cod powder daily gained 19% more lean muscle mass in just 10 weeks, and they didn't even change their exercise routine. No pills, no powders, just real, high-quality protein in a simple form. Dried fish powder is also incredibly rich in leucine and other essential amino acids, which are critical for turning on muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to rebuild and strengthen muscle tissue. Just 25 grams of fish powder provides over 3 grams of leucine, which is well above the threshold needed to trigger muscle growth. How to use dried fish powder: stir it into soups, stews, or casseroles. Mix it into mashed vegetables or savory oatmeal. Add a spoonful to smoothies or protein shakes for an instant boost. It stores well, doesn't spoil easily, and is especially helpful for older adults who struggle with chewing or swallowing. Just be sure to buy a food-grade version with no added salt or preservatives. Now you know the truth. There are foods out there that don't just match the protein content of eggs, they blow them out of the water. From humble chickpeas and creamy Greek yogurt to powerhouse foods like spirulina and dried fish powder, each of these 10 foods can give your body the building blocks it desperately needs after 60 to stay strong, recover faster, and hold on to muscle mass. Muscle isn't just about looking fit or toned. It's what keeps you standing tall, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or simply playing with your grandchildren without fear of falling. It's your independence. Without enough protein, your muscles slowly shrink, your balance becomes shaky, and everyday tasks begin to feel like challenges. But with the right foods, you can turn this around at any age. Think about this for a moment. Adding just 1 or 2 of these high-protein foods to your daily meals could make a difference you feel within weeks. You might notice your steps becoming lighter, your energy lasting longer through the day, and your body recovering more quickly after even light activity. And you don't need expensive powders or complicated diets. These are simple, whole foods you can pick up at the store and start using today. The science is clear. Seniors who consistently eat high-quality protein sources combined with light daily activity, like a 15-minute walk, maintain more muscle and live longer, healthier, more independent lives. It's not about perfection, it's about small, smart changes that you can stick with every single day. So, which of these foods will you try first? Will you start with a scoop of Greek yogurt in the morning? Sprinkle pumpkin seeds over your salad? Or maybe experiment with dried fish powder in a hearty soup? Whatever you choose, let us know in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else who's watching this video and thinking, "It's too late for me." Because here's the truth, it's never too late. Your body is always ready to rebuild if you give it the right tools. If this video gave you even one new idea to protect your muscles, do us a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We create videos every week, designed specifically for adults over 60 who want to stay healthy, strong, and full of energy. And don't forget to tap the notification bell so you never miss our next video. The next one might be the exact tip you've been waiting for. Remember, staying strong after 60 isn't about luck. It's about choosing the right foods and the right habits. Even one small step, like adding a handful of hemp seeds to your breakfast or enjoying a protein-rich snack in the afternoon, can make a huge difference over time. Your health is in your hands, and we're here to guide you every step of the way.